To my YouTube channel. My name is Michael Mastro. Today we're going to be looking at the chart for Hedy Lamarr, a very famous actress, inventor of Wi-Fi, and much more. So if we look to the eastern horizon when she was born, you would see the constellation associated with Gemini rising at 16 degrees and 55 minutes. Any planets that are close to that rising sign degree, like Mercury and like Venus, and like Jupiter, they have a big impact in the chart. So first we're going to look and see how the planets are operating, and then we'll see when they're operating and what we could do to improve the chart. So in a Gemini's chart, there are no multiconal signs in the 6th, 8th, or 12th house. So it's just Rahu and Ketu that can cause harm from time to time. Now, wherever the multiconal signs land, those are the houses that Hedy came here to learn about those aspects of her life, whatever those houses signify. So the multiconal signs are 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 11. So in this chart, we see the 4th sign of Cancer ruled by Moon in the 2nd house. So learning about this house has to do with stability in the marriage. So she had 6 marriages, 6 husbands. And it also has to do with wealth. Then we have the 5th sign of Leo ruled by Sun in the 3rd house. This house has to do with entrepreneurial success with her inventions and her acting career. Then we have the 6th sign of Virgo ruled by Mercury, also learning about stability in the family. This house is the house of family and happiness. Then we have the 7th sign of Libra ruled by Venus in the 5th house. This is the house of entertainment and creativity, her invention, her acting. And then and then also children. This is also the house of children. So she had some issues with children. Then we have the 9th sign of Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter in the house of partnership. So anybody who's an actress or an inventor, and then the fact that she had 6 marriages, relationships, she's learning a lot about. Then we have the 11th sign of Aquarius ruled by Saturn. So she was a bit involved with governments, trying to defeat the Nazis in the war, and strong belief systems, and then lots of good fortune in her life. Then we have the 1st sign of Aries ruled by Mars in the house of social connections, which she needed for her acting career, and then good income as well. So let's go through the planets individually. Sun is at 23 degrees. It's debilitated, conjunct Mercury. So it is ruling this house of success. So success through her inventions, through her communications. It's placed in this house of entertainment and educating others, and also investments. So she invested in these technologies, and father was a big support for her. He taught her about technology, which really influenced her a lot. And Sun is also related to government. She raised money for war bonds, and Sun is also related to eyesight. So she did have some issues with her eyes. Moon is at 9 degrees, and it is ruling this house of wealth and the instability in marriage. So she had got wealth through consulting, and through Moon is also connected to beauty and mother. She got good support from her mother. Her mother was a musician. So one of her very first collaborations was with somebody who used the piano player technology to jam torpedoes, jam the Nazi signals about the torpedoes that were coming in. So let's see here. She got married 6 times, so because of that instability in the marriage. But yeah, a lot of beauty. So then Mars is at 6 degrees, ruling the house of income. So it says she can have income through engineering, courage, to invent new things, to overcome enemies. Let's see. She did have quite a few legal issues. Mars is in the house of legal issues as well as Venus. She started many lawsuits. Some she won, some she lost. But again, this piano player mechanism was one of her very first very successful inventions. Mercury is at 18 degrees, close to the most effective point. It is debilitated in the Navamsa chart, so it is somewhat weak. But it's conjunct Sun, and it is ruling this house of happiness. Now, home life is also part of this. So because of that debilitation, she had the 6 marriages. The home life was not stable, but she did have these inventions. And then this is the house of property. So she started actually a ski resort in Colorado, Aspen, I think, and with her name, Lamarr Ski Resort. And then let's see here. Mercury is all about communication. So basically, it's in this house of acting or entertainment. So happiness through entertainment, and then through inventions that had to do with communications, including Wi-Fi WLAN she sold to Canada. Then Jupiter's at 21 degrees, close to the most effective point. And it is ruling the house of partnerships in the house of transformations and death-like experiences. So that makes Jupiter weak. So many marriages, 6 marriages, but lots of partnerships with the inventions. She even partnered with Howard Hughes, something to do with planes during the war. Jupiter also represents husband and children. So it's in this house of death-like experiences. So lots of transformations with the 6 husbands, and the kids also had a lot of problems. I think one of her sons she was estranged from for 50 years. He killed a 14-year-old girl or something. Let's see here. Then we have Venus is at 19 degrees, close to the most effective point. And it is ruling the house of entertainment and creativity, placed in the 6th house of conflict and enemies and legal issues. So, she entertainment through acting. She was in over 30 films, considered one of the most beautiful women in Europe during her time. But it's also in this house of divorce. So lots of divorces, and then she was tricked into filming a nude scene, and that got banned from the U.S. And again, Venus is ruling this house of children, so issues with the children again. Saturn is at 9 degrees. It's afflicted by Rahu. It is ruling the house of government and good fortune. So it gives her good fortune through discipline and hard work. She also, her mentor was the guy that started MGM, the entertainment company, Louis Mayer. And then this is the house of teachers. Then Rahu and Ketu, they're always opposite each other, trying to create a balance between spiritual and material. Ketu gave great insights for her businesses. Rahu gave desire for good fortune and strong beliefs and obsession with cosmetic surgery. So let's look at the timing of events. Her first marriage was in 33 during a Mercury period where she started a family. And in 35, her dad died. I think she was just like 21. and that's during a Rahu period. Rahu is in the house of father, so unexpected events to father. In 37, she immigrated from Austria to England, and so that's during a Mercury period, so change of houses. Jupiter is in the house of change. Then we have the invention of this transmitter in 1940 during a Saturn period, big good fortune. And this is also was for the government, I think. And this is the House of Government. Then in 41, she wrote an article also during a Saturn period that brought her a lot of good fortune. In 42, she got a patent, which was during a K2 period, giving insights into business success, entrepreneurial success. Then we have in 65, she got arrested during a Venus K2 period, so unexpected events. Venus is in this house of conflict and legal issues. Then we have in 1977, her mom died during a Moon Rahu period. So Rahu, unexpected events, Moon representing mother. And then we have, she died in 2000, heart issues, during a Rahu Mercury period, Mercury representing heart, Rahu, unexpected events. And also during that time, you see here, this is the circular transit chart. The outer circles, the transits, the inner circles, the natal planets where she was born. You see that K2, Mercury, and Sun are all conjunct in the house of death-like experiences. So, causing unexpected events to the Sun, which is also representing heart. So thank you for listening. If you would like to get a Vedic astrology reading, you can see it's quite accurate. You can go to www.vastucreations.com. Under services, there's several types of readings. If you would like to learn Transformation Vedic Astrology, you can go to American Institute of Vastu.com under the classes, and you could take level 1 and really do a reading for anyone, and then level 2 is more in depth, and you get to be certified after you do that. So thanks again for listening. Hope you enjoyed this session.